Humans have been creating content. It's not today. Yes, Pastor Jerry Eze is a content creator.
Oh my
Apostle
God.
Joshua Selman is a content creator. Our father, Papa Oyedipo, Papa Kumuyi, they are all content creators. That Jew is a content creator. Pastor Dr. Enek, they are all, name it, they are all content creators, including. All right, let's get to business. Well, you'll be seeing me with this cap, so just get used to it. All right, very important topic I want to speak about in this video, and it's a topic on content creation. Two things actually inspired my creating of this very video content. If you are a content creator or you are a content consumer, whichever side of the coin you are, you will need to listen to this very carefully. You definitely also shouldn't miss my final point at the end of this video. Pay very keen attention. First, watch this video by video.
But you see the news, Abi. So the news says Pastor Jerry Eze emerges as Nigeria's highest paid YouTuber for the second consecutive years. Nigeria's highest paid YouTuber. I can't read comment section, laugh for me. Now, when I favorite pastor, might be the highest paid for YouTube. Are you also going to call Pastor Jerry Eze a content creator?
Secondly, someone asked, sir, have you also joined the content creators group? This one you've been posting different videos recently. To begin with, what exactly is content? What exactly is the meaning? Because it will shock you that many of you do not even understand what content creation really means or what a content is. All right, let's define a content. Listen carefully. A content is a subject matter, an information, an idea communicated through writing, speech, that's audio, or video material. I repeat, a content is a subject matter, an information, an idea communicated through writing, speech, that's audio or video material. Even before the invention of what you call social media, humans have been creating content. It's not today. The print media at some point was the major place for content publishing. Then came the audio media, which had its prominence with audio cassette recordings. Most of you will remember that if you grew in the 90s, 70s, 80s, cassette recorders. And then came the what you call radio broadcasting was also part of the audio media. And after a period of time came the rise of what we now call the video content. Listen carefully. I'm explaining what content is. This means there have been an abundance of content creators even before social media. And this involves comedy content like Night of a Thousand Laugh. How many of you remember Night of a Thousand Laugh? Yes, that's in the category of comedy content before we began to have what we call skit makers. Those were stand-up comedians. Yeah, back in the days, Night of a Thousand Laugh was like one of the biggest hits when it comes to comedy. And I used to have a bunch of CD plates of comedy shows those days. Music content also comes into play when you talk of content creation, educational content, religious content, etc. Content has always been there before social media came. It is not social media that started the regime of content creation. No. What then is the role of social media in this content creation thing? I believe you should have begun to add the plus together. In the real sense, there is nothing like social media content creator. Let's just make it clear. In the real sense, there's nothing like social media content creator. Social media is simply a tool for content distribution, not content creation. Please get that right. Social media is simply a tool for content distribution. I know you would argue that social media does much more, maybe because of some of the integrations, but basically, that's what it is meant to do. You are either a written content creator, an audio content creator, or video content creator. I think these are the basic three major way you create content: written content, audio content, video content. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter are not cameras. They are not microphones. Are we together? It's your phone that has microphone. It's your phone that has the camera, not Facebook. Facebook don't have camera. It doesn't have keypads. It's your phone that has keypads. Are we together? So these are the tools you use for creating the content. Either your keypad, your microphone like this, your video like the one in front of me here. I believe you get that, right? These are the tools for creating content. But social media is simply a tool for distributing content. So social media makes it easier to distribute content. It gave room for more content creators who would not have dared to even do content before. Of course, before now, if this video was going to get to you, I would have had to record it, probably get before, when camera was not, there were no camera phones. You have to get a video a camera guy who will come to set his camera, those big cameras, video you, edit it, then put it in a CD plate, you take it to a TV channel or something like that. Then you pay for watch time. They will schedule your video, whatever minute of it is on the clip for their television station. Then before it is broadcasted and people can see it. But the difference is with social media now, I can just get the video recorded, do some minor editing with several editing softwares that are easy to even use without being a professional now, and it is out there on my personally created social media account without necessarily paying a penny to media houses to help me do anything like that. Are we together? The answer to the question that VDM is asking, if Pastor Jerry Eze is content creator, the answer is yes. Pastor Jerry Eze is a content creator. Apostle Joshua Selman is a content creator. Our father, Papa Oyedipo, Papa Kumuyi, they are all content creators. That Jew is a content creator. Pastor Dr. Eneche, they are all, name it, they are all content creators, including me, myself, Apostle Israel. We are all content creators. Are we together? And in fact, we're a very serious one at that. In fact, an average minister should have nothing less than maybe 2 to 3 content every week, because of course maybe they have one, at minimum one at least, let's say, because you have to teach your membership or your members in a service. Some ministers have 3 services, 4 services, aside from ministers meeting or other special meetings, and they have to teach or classes and all of the rest they have to do every single week. Every minister is giving out content, a minimum of 1 to 3 content every single week. Probably most of those content are 2 hours, 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour stretch content. So an average man of God preaches at least 2 public sermons per week, and many more private sermons, in fact, that may not be recorded. That's the truth. The difference, however, now this is the balance. The difference is, while some are lifestyle content creators you will see on Instagram and all the other social media platforms, some are comedy skit makers, some are promo content creators, some are social justice content creator, like VDM. VDM is a social justice content creator with what he does. It's a community thing. Doing what he does, you know what he does anyway. And while many are into all that, the ministers of the gospel create spiritual content to bless God's people. It is content, and it did not start today. It didn't start when social media came. All the cassettes you've been buying, you've been listening to, those are contents. All the video tapes you've been buying in the 70s, in the 60s, those are also content. When you watch a man of God on a TV channel, that's a content. The difference is that it's not being distributed through the social media. So the ones that are on social media are called social media content because they are distributed on social media. I hope this is able to help you. So the difference, again, like I said, others are all kinds of creators. We are faith-based, society-building content creators. Finally, media has always been a tool for financial supply to ministry work, and it didn't begin today, and it will not end now. When you hear that, oh, YouTube pays so amount of money, is not free. It's because there is a work being put into it. There are probably a team of maybe 10, 15 or more people working behind the scene to make that channel continue to give out faith-based, societal changing content to build people, to build a society, to groom men, and to disciple nations. And those people do not work with, what do you call it? with just water. And even if it's water, they buy the water, right? The water company will not give the water for free. These people live, they eat, they work, so they get paid. And it is nothing wrong if this they are receiving revenue from these channels. Media has always been one of the source for raising finance. I know this may not be a popular thing, but that's the truth. Media has always been a source for raising finance, at least some finances for the ministry. Whether you're selling magazine, you're selling tapes, it is not wrong and it is nothing out of place. I hope this contributes to clearing the air and the doubts, bringing understanding and putting the debate of whether ministers of God have become content creators or not. Yes, we are content creators, but we create faith-based society building content. I hope this blesses you. Maranatha.